going down. Oh, damn!
The whole squad.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I mean,
You gotta get the full shot, because she just throwing white power over there.
oh, man. Man, got too excited, didn't know how to dab it out. It was just, couldn't remember. Okay, look, technology's moving a lot faster than people are growing. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, a 10-year-old kid has no idea that you could once go outside and put quarters into a machine that had a phone that you touched.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, they don't understand the joys, the thrill of, like, walking through the aisles of Blockbuster.
Yeah.
The devastation when the movie you once sold out.
Yeah.
Even pictures, my friend's little boy, I took a Polaroid and it gave me chills when he said it. He goes, whoa, it's a picture you could hold.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's what pictures are, but he's only seen them on the iPhone.
Yeah,
so.
of course.
That's it, you know, and it's just the truth. And it's as technology and life keeps moving, we're gonna get older and those are gonna be funny to us, but it's gonna keep happening forever, just like this category, generation gap.
Why do you need a screen? Because it's the size of a tablet? No.
No.
Is there a screen on a DVD?
It needs a screen.
How have you never seen this, but your haircut has? A VHS, but your haircut stays in one.
It's so real. This is your haircut's like favorite movie, buddy.
How am I supposed to use this? You set the time that you want to wake up at? How? There's no touchscreen.
Man, that's real. Like, it's like, I don't like, how would it work then?
But you still, like, if nothing else, you still understand a plug, right? We all still use plugs. Is that, am I confused?
Yeah.
Wait, what are you saying?
What is this?
It's a movie.
Who isn't?
Yes,
So
it is.
real. He's like, no, it isn't. This isn't how movies work.
What isn't?
What do you think it is?
Dude, tell me the truth.
DVD player.
You think it's a DVD player?
He can't watch it now. He pulled the film out.
Okay, now open it up to the middle,
Okay.
or just some pages here. What do you think you do with a book like this?
Learn.
Learn what?
Learn?
Government.
Government?
What else do you think you can do in this book?
Find people.
No way. It's their phone number?
It's their, imagine how much, you mean there's a book that they hand out where people's numbers are in it? That seems kind of sketchy.
You can just put Gen Z in escape rooms like this and watch them just struggle all day. Like, use a phone.
Here, Layla, can you hang the phone up for me?
How do you do that?
What?
How you do that?
Are you serious? Hey, it's a phone, hang it up.
Mom!
Put it down. Oh, well, yeah, that's me. We'll be right back with more ridiculousness. Okay, do old people like to be pranked?
No.
No.
Why do you think that is?
Because they're over it.
Look, because they didn't prank back in 42. You know
don't think so?
We had rules. We had a code back in 42, okay? And it was
I
right.
always said it like you were alive then.
And what we didn't do was lie to somebody as a joke. Be like, ha! Share it with your friends later. They didn't because they had no proof, right? Think of how horrible a prank would be if you had to just tell somebody about it.
You think
And
so?
Yeah, that's
I
why.
think they pranked back in the day, too. I also think that if you're being pranked as an old person, all your friends are dead. They're not pranking you anymore.
Yeah.
So you're just pranking by young people? You don't want to be pranked by people you don't even know?
No, or the generation you don't respect.
Yes.
You know, like you got ran through some weird TikTok prank when you really just want to be depantsed like it's 1942. You know what I mean? Rip my pants down and show my dong like you did in my day. You know, none of this TikTok and pranking stuff. All right, well, look, this category right here is old people that have just had enough of it. Take a look at Prank This, Punk. Hey!
Look
I
how
thought he
high
wears his pants up there now.
his pants are just boobs.
I I swear to... And
Hey, Grandpa, you can stop.
Grandpa, I'm gonna murder you.
Never again will I beat the pants.
Yeah, and it's like, these pants are like for somebody that's like 8 inches taller,
Yeah.
but he's making it work.
They're like pants, draws, everything in one. Long johns.
Thanksgiving, I'm grateful for my grandma's juicy ass.
Stop that.
For the love of God, I ain't had an ass in ages.
Grandma had to swallow before she answered her.
Stop that.
Man, like, she had to swallow, pray, and get some oxygen before she could even answer.
Say it again. Say it for the snap.
You should be ashamed of yourself putting stuff like that on your car.
What? I should? That's how I feel about it, though. Screw it. Screw cancer. Have cancer.
Man.
That's how I feel about it.
Does he just not understand what's going on?
No, he doesn't.
You should be ashamed.
Like, he really is just trying to spread awareness.
Yeah. Or he's a cancer. He
He's like, what do you just hate people born in June and July?
We did nothing.
So what? We're a little more emotional than the other sides.
I just want you to read this.
I ship myself.
She said ship an elf.
Read faster. So say it again.
Myself. Oh.
Oh, you. Myself. Oh, mouse. Mouse and mice. Ah, damn it. Who's got some teeth?
Hey, Gavin, can you come downstairs so we can touch base about...
Oh, shut the hell up! We're playing 2K!
What was that?
Say, shut the hell up!
Boy, get down here.
Raw, unleash the beast.
Dad, it's a
You don't talk to your mother that way.
Dad, it's a joke. Take a joke, Dad. We'll be right back with more ridiculousness. Okay, do you think, like, you know, as the generations come along, you know, if we went from boomers to Gen X to millennials to Gen Z,
Yeah.
do you think we're getting more rude or less rude over time?
More rude.
More
You
rude
think?
or less rude?
Yeah, old-fashioned values are out the window. These kids are not like, these kids are raised by iPads. Their parents don't raise them.
I go exact opposite. I think less rude, way too PC, way too afraid of things, so people are they overcompensate with niceness.
Yeah. No, it's like now.
It's weird. It's I get what you're
now
saying,
you can
though.
see both sides,
It's
right?
like half and half.
Because it's like these trolls that are way worse than ever because they can hide behind their pads, but then they're all trying to change the world and do the right thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay with
Like,
that.
it's I never really thought of it. It's straight down the middle. It's probably the evolutionary
Because it's
line.
divided.
No, trolls and nice people. Well, look, this category is all people that are extra rude. Take a look at Next Level Rude.
Hey, yo, jawline check!
Jawline check!
Let me get mine.
Oh.
Go for it.
Why would they do it like that? Pick a better angle.
I feel so sad because it's like she really like tried to find the angle and like was like it's not happening.
Here she goes. Whoa!
The cat cannot believe it.
Man.
Look at the cat paws like it's not spreading out.
The cat was like trying to block it.
Man, that's because now the smell kicked in. Here we go.
He was offended. Somebody getting fired.
You know very well that ain't no hair. We'll be right back with more ridiculousness. Okay, nothing I love seeing more in this world than small kids acting like adults. You know what I mean?
It's funny.
I get to experience it when my 5-year-old tries to act super adulty and he starts talking with his hands. You know what I mean? He points, gets them so sharp. You told us yesterday that we were going to be able to have popsicles today. You told us yesterday. When the hands are out, like explaining and pointing. When he points over to the refrigerator, like you said we could have it.
You know it's disrespect when the hands come out.
Yeah, but it's like even if you misunderstood me, the moment you like throw your hands out.
He knows the hands work now.
Yeah. But there's nothing as cute as when a small child acts real adulty, just like all these grown-ass kids. Just waiting to see what the market does.
Do you all work at Gap?
Yeah, just looking to get some good returns this year, no doubt.
Yeah.
Let's keep that revenue pumping.
A storm last night, and it blew your ball. I don't.
Oh, boy.
I don't see it anywhere.
Well, the next time that comes through, I'm gonna buy a new one. If it does that one more time,
Yeah. You have to, like, okay.
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go up there and tell them boys to not do that.
What boys? Who makes the storm?
Don't know.
Man, whatever that is, he's controlling the situation.
Yeah, he was closing for sure.
Okay, you got a 2-year-old son named Memphis. You recently took him to a concert. Was that the first time that you had, like, brought him out to see what Dad does?
Yeah, you know, typically we play, our show starts at 9:30. He's in bed, you know, and we had a show that was a little earlier, so we kept him up and brought him out on stage for the first time, and so that was the first time he really got a chance to see a show or, you know, see kind of what I do.
Yeah, I mean, how was it? Was it like, you know?
He freaked out, yeah.
Yeah. Look, my son's here today, believe it or not. There was this fine line between the age of, like, when you can even wrap your head around it. So I figured 2 was around that age, too. And he walked, you know, I sent him down this run path right here, and he was so scared. Like, now at 3, like, when I'm leaving the house, like, where you going? You going to the office? You going to shoot TV? Nothing like having a son, being able to show him what you do. This category right here is dedicated to Take Your Kid to Work Day. Let's get it. We're gonna coach him up. We're gonna coach him up. I'm ready to go, Dad.
She may be saying, put me in.
He's put him in. He's looking for somebody. Ka. Oh, man. Good Lord. Hey. Man.
Yeah, she can't follow up after that. She like, damn it, she killed it again. I got a model after her.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like father, like son. We'll be right back with more Ridiculousness. I'd like to talk a little bit about the great Mildred Hackenberg.
Who?
R.I.P. My sweet grandmother.
Oh.
Okay, now let's never forget when she dressed up like a skater when she was 82 years old and propped herself up on a ledge and shot a photo and then sent it to me. And it said, "You wonder where you got your skills from," and it's Mildred, you know? And she was an amazing, amazing grandmother, you know? Do you guys have any stories of amazing grandmothers?
My grandma, she's pretty crazy. I heard the other day that apparently she was like yelling at Alexa, "Play Chanel West Coast," and was turning up in her little chair that I got her that like spins and stuff, so.
Okay, cool. Sterling? No? You don't?
My grandma right now, I don't really talk to her that much because she be lying on me and She always spreading rumors about me, so I just, whenever I see her, I give her fake information just so I can watch it travel.
Yeah.
And be like, see, that never happened, Grandma, you a liar.
Okay, look. This next category is filled with grandmothers that are just special. We call it great grandmas. Take a look.
My grandma's trying to shoot!
Shoot, Grandma! Shoot, Grandma!
She's dope. That was dope. She had a perfect toast.
It's going down in Grandma's living room. Oh, it's going down. Oh, damn!
The whole squad.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I mean,
You gotta get the full shot, because she just throwing white power over there.
oh, man. Man, got too excited, didn't know how to dab it out. Couldn't remember. Skills.
Okay.
Skills.
And you know that's her record. That's her record to the left right there. She wants to beat her own record.
Oh, that's true.
It's like she mad.
Man, she is legitimately mad. She just made like 40 in a row. Damn, give me another round.
Ooh. This is Rob. This is 100% you when you get older. She is killing that shit, though.
Yo, it's literally Rob's dance moves.
It really is.
Grandma, I'm dancing just like you are. We'll be right back with more Ridiculousness.